Hello and welcome to the 2022 Black Canyon Race Brief. I'm your race director, Jubilee Page. We are so excited to host Black Canyon Ultras presented by Hoka Saturday and Sunday, February 12th and 13th. And we are looking forward to an incredible and beautiful race on the Black Canyon National Recreation Trail here in Arizona. We are hosting just over 800 runners in the 100K and 400 plus in the 60K over this weekend. So this is our largest Black Canyon event that we've hosted so far. So we're really excited to have everybody come and experience the beauty of this trail. This year, we are stoked again to be a Western States qualifier for the 2023 race and the 2022 Golden Ticket Race, where top athletes will earn an automatic entry into this year's Western States Endurance Run. If you have not heard yet, because of the cancellation of the Tarawara 100K, Black Canyon was selected to receive an extra golden ticket this year, meaning the top 3 men and women in the 100K will receive an entry to the Western States Endurance Run. So it's just not the top 2. This year it will be the podium winners, which is really exciting because we have over 200 applications for the Elite Wave, which is shaping up then to be a really exciting competition to watch. Speaking of watching this year, Steep Life Media will be on course on Saturday, bringing you live coverage of the race day. So friends, family, spectators, your neighbor who may not totally understand why you're running 62 miles in the desert, they can all tune in on Saturday. So we will provide a link on the website for everyone to click and watch. So set your calendars for Saturday and make sure all of your family and friends get to watch the action this year. Okay, so we're going to kind of jump right into everything. I hope to answer as many questions as you might have leading up to race day regarding rules and regulations and shuttles and crews. So we'll cover all of that today, but if you need a refresh, please visit the website for any updated information and check out this year's runner and crew guides for any additional information on the aid station location, shuttle times, waves, etc. As a reminder, you can also join our Black Canyon group on Facebook and ask any questions there. That's a great community and just a really good place to share your experience. And if you after watching this video and you have all of the questions still, you can visit info@aravaiparunning.com or email us at info@aravaiparunning.com any questions that you still have. Okay? Alrighty, so we're going to jump in. I'll kind of take you a little bit through the website. We're going to go... We're going to start with Friday's Expo. So right into race week. We're going to start with the Runner Expo on Friday, February 11th from 11 to 7. This year we are back in person. Runners can come to the Expo and pick up their bib and their swag, pacer bib, shuttle stamp, and most importantly, they can drop off drop bags. So runners coming to the Expo, you can drop off your drop bags early on Friday, and we'll ensure that those go out to the aid stations that you need. We will be taking bags on race day, but bringing bags early to the Expo will help alleviate the bulk of that effort by our staff and volunteers on race day. So please bear in mind that we do have over 1,200 runners this year for the weekend, and we want to make sure that all of those bags get delivered correctly to the right aid station. So it does help to plan early and bring those to the Expo if you can. Be sure to put your name and bib number and aid station on the bag, and we will have it at the aid station then waiting for you on race day. This year, drop bags are going to be allowed at Bumblebee Ranch, Black Canyon City, and Table Mesa. And as you pass through each aid station, you can go ahead and drop your bag in the discard pile at each aid station. So our crew will make sure to then bring them back to the finish line when you are done. We also ask that drop bags are no larger than a drawstring bag, so any large suitcases or large plastic totes or anything like that will not be hauled by our crew. So make them somewhat reasonable to carry. Runners can also pick up a pacer bib at the expo. So in the case that you were planning on having a pacer, pacers need to sign a waiver. I'll come back to you. Your pacers need to sign a waiver before picking up their bib, so they can do that at the expo or on race day at Black Canyon City or Table Mesa. Those are the two locations that you can pick up your pacers. Pacers are allowed for the 100K only, so you can have pacers starting at mile 37 at Black Canyon City or at mile 51 at Table Mesa. Your pacers can run the full length of the course from Black Canyon City to the finish, or you can switch pacers at Table Mesa, but one pacer at a time only. You can remember that all crews and pacers must be self-sufficient on race day. So that means that there are no shuttles, unfortunately, returning to Table Mesa or Black Canyon City after the finish. So pre-plan any logistics and kind of figure those out in advance. Once you finish at Anthem, there is a shuttle running once you finish at Emory Henderson, there's a shuttle running from Emory Henderson to the finish. To Anthem. So there was an ongoing shuttle from Emory to Anthem, but there are no shuttles going back to Black Canyon City or Table Mesa. So if you plan to have pacers or crews, just make sure that your pacers have a way to get back to those aid stations after they pace. Pacer rules are listed in the runner guide and online. Main thing to remember is that pacers must be human and on foot. That means no bikes and no dogs, and only one pacer allowed at a time. And pacers may not be allowed to carry any runner gear or water, so no muling, if you would please. Moving on, still at the expo, shuttle tickets are also available there. Very simple. If you've pre-purchased a shuttle ticket, you'll receive a stamp on your hand. It's like getting into a club. You have all access pass to get on a bus. That'll allow you to board the bus really easily and efficiently on race morning. So due to the extremely limited parking at the start, we highly, highly, highly recommend runners take the shuttle in the morning. So the 100K leaves from Anthem, and a shuttle schedule will be posted online and also in the runner guide for your prospective waves. But essentially, they're leaving every 15 to 30 minutes starting at 5:50 a.m., and they are prompt. So make sure that you are there and you are on the right bus for your wave. If you happen to miss the bus or you are on a later bus, you just started a later wave. This year we are very fortunate not to be so restricted by Yavapai County, and that means we are able to start larger waves. So we'll start 3 waves for the 100K and 2 waves for the 60K. So regardless, everybody's going to start in the morning relatively early, and yeah, we'll make sure. So 60K runners, you guys are going to board the shuttle from Black Canyon City. Again, highly recommend for the 60K runners to park at Black Canyon City at the finish line and then ride the shuttle to the start line. And then that way, when you finish, you are right there at your car. Shuttle tickets are $12, and you can find a link online on the website if you still need to purchase a ticket, or you can grab those at the expo. So if you go online, here are your shuttle bus details. You can click this link to get a shuttle bus ticket, or you can purchase that at the expo if you make a last minute decision. And it'll show kind of a route of where you can park, where you're going to get picked up by the shuttles, and the same thing for Rock Springs. So here's your expo, and then shuttle bus pickup and drop off. Okay, so just to recap, Expo starts Friday, February 11th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Lots of time for you to come to Rock Springs and kind of mix and mingle with everyone on the outside patio. There's a garden patio, cafe. Grab a bite or a beer. Talk with runners and our sponsors as well. Runners can pick up their bib, drop their drop bags, pick up their pacer bibs, and get your shuttle stamp all in one place. So take advantage of doing all of that early if you can, because it gets really busy on race day morning. You can also take advantage of our sponsor booths. We are presented by Hoka, and they will be out there along with our retail partner, Soul Sports. And Soul Sports will have any last minute items that runners may need for race day. So gear or nutrition, socks, what have you. We also have Garmin and Goo and Squirrel's Nut Butter that will be at the Expo. So check out their booths as well. Rock Springs Cafe is right next door to the mile 37. So again, here's our main event site. This is right off of Black Canyon Highway, right off the I-17. And when you come in, you can park. Hopefully, please park in this overflow lot. And then there is a little walkway to the Expo. Very easy to find. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into race day. The race start is located at Mayer High School in Spring Valley. Directions and maps are online and in your runner guide. Runners can check in and pick up their bib if they did not get it at the Expo at Mayer High School, but this will be outside of the school as you arrive. So runners this year are not allowed inside. Last year we were not allowed due to COVID, and we're going to go ahead and maintain that rule and stay on the outside of the main facility. Mayer High School has been so gracious to allow us to use their track for the start. But we are going to stay on the outside, so make sure when you're coming in before your wave to dress warmly. It is cold in the morning, and I've seen it be, somewhere in the 30s, which for the desert, it's really cold. So runners, even if you are from the north, or if you're, relying on that Canadian winter to prepare you for a brisk desert morning, I'm telling you, it's much colder than you anticipate. So we have warm-up bags. We started this last year. So if you want to layer in the morning, if you want to go to Goodwill and grab a whole bunch of sweats and layer whatever it is, you can do that and then discard those layers in a warm-up bag. You're going to pick up that at the high school, and then right before the start, you can go ahead and put those warm layers in a bag and toss it into the football field. We'll take all of those directly to the finish. If they are not picked up by you at the finish, or if you want to discard them and say donate, you can donate, and we'll send those to Goodwill as well. So, but please just prepare for a cold, brisk morning. Restrooms. In the morning, they're going to be lined on the west side of the high school building when you arrive. So I'm going to show you here. When you arrive, we will have a drop-off driving route only. So crews, in the case that you are dropping your runner, please note that you will not be able to park in the high school parking lot. So this is a drop-off zone only. Runners, as you arrive, you'll have bib pickup just on the outside here, and then restrooms are going to be lined up on this west side of the main gymnasium. Tons of restrooms out here. And then once you kind of take care of everything that you need to, you will go ahead and line up in the corral, and then we will bring you to the track and line you up. We'll do about 300 person waves, and you'll kick off and go behind the high school, and then you'll connect with this is Bob White Road, and then left on Spring Valley, and then that is your route. So when you arrive, just kind of, we will have volunteers and staff to kind of direct you as well. It's kind of busy and quite a bustle. So in the morning, if you have any questions and you need to know where to go or where to drop off your bags, our our staff members will be here to kind of help guide you around the facility. Okay. So parking, let's talk about parking here at Mayer High School. Again, parking is extremely limited. We do not park at the high school. It is reserved for staff and crew. So we do encourage all runners to shuttle from Anthem, and shuttle tickets, again, are available online and then at the Expo. We ask you to shuttle for these two main reasons. There is no parking at the high school, and there's limited parking in the neighboring businesses, and there's no shuttle returning to the high school. So logistically, it really, we kind of help you out as much as we can. Once you start, if you parked at Anthem, then it's a quick 10-minute ride, and it makes it really, really easy. So shuttles will be running from Anthem to the finish line and back, so please utilize the race-provided logistical aids, if you will. So if you do have crew or spectators or anything like that who do want to see you start the race, I'm going to ask, one, that you do not park on the main road. This is a very busy little thoroughfare of Spring Valley and Mayer, but there are these two local neighboring businesses. This is the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and this is a little pharmacy here, who have allowed us to utilize their space in the morning for parking. So note that this is really, really limited. And again, when you come through here to drop off your runner, this is a drop-off zone only, so we're not going to allow you to park. So just make sure that that you kind of work out all of those logistics in the morning, because it will be quite busy. In the case that there are more cars, we can park you guys in the back lot here and right here. So just showing you a little bit how limited parking is, and if you do plan to come and watch the start, please arrive early, and we will be there starting at 5 a.m. Alrighty. So shuttles, let's go back here. Shuttles from Anthem for the 100K, they'll start leaving at 5:50 in the morning. You can meet the buses on the south side parking of the Anthem outlets, and I'll show you where those are. Bloop, bloop. Oh, there it is. All right, so when you come into Anthem, this is the main entrance. We're going to ask you to go to a 43rd way, and it's going to be this first right as you come in. This entire lot is available to our runners. It's quite large, and we will have volunteers help park you there. We'll have a shuttle bus pickup. There's your route. Shuttle bus pickup is going to be right along here. So you'll see our tent and our flags. Go ahead and park your car. And then we'll have buses lined up and labeled. We have staff and volunteers on site for you to make sure that you get on the right bus and make sure you leave on time. So you can meet the shuttles on that south side, and just double check the map online and in the runner guide. The buses will arrive at Mayer High School starting at 6:30 a.m. So they'll run every 15 to 30 minutes. So the first wave will kick off at 7 a.m. That means the bus is going to arrive 30 minutes before that start. So everything needs to be running pretty efficiently when you get there. For the 100K, we'll have 3 waves, 7 a.m., 7:30, and 8 a.m. Same will go for the 60K. We'll have 2 waves, 7 a.m. and 7:30. Shuttles will leave promptly at 6 a.m. from Rock Springs on Sunday for the 60K. So 6 a.m. and 6:30 to arrive by 7. To arrive by 6:30 and 7. Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's talk about course markings. Here we go. Oop. It's fun. Okay, so if you have ever run Aravaipa race, we mark our course the same for every race. So you'll kind of get to know a little bit the way we do things. We mark our course with orange ribbon and polka dots. I always say polka dots are your positive markers. So also think orange, of course, is the course. Orange ribbon and orange flagging will guide your way along the course. For any major junctions or turns, we'll have extra ribbon out. So follow those ribbons. We'll also have laminated signs like this, directing you where to go, whether you go forward, left, or right. We obnoxiously mark these courses. So any major junctions or turns, you don't have to second guess because they will be marked really like, hello. We also have wrong way signs that will be red or pink, also reflective, and then wrong way ribbon, which is blue and white checkered. So if you see a checkered ribbon, check yourself. You've gone the wrong way. Make sure you find the orange ribbon because orange, of course, is your course. Let's see. Oh, one more thing for the course marking. At night, starting, I believe, at Gloriana, make sure we always, if you need what am I trying to say? Reflectors. Okay, so it's fine. It's a lot of information. Reflectors are going to be at starting at Gloriana and Soap Creek. So runners with your headlamps will be able to see these in the dark. They're going to run the entire course starting from, should be Gloriana. Okay. A couple of things about the course. I want to make sure that you're aware of a couple of spots where runners actually do leave the Black Canyon Trail. One is coming into Bumblebee Aid Station. We will turn runners left down the hill off the Black Canyon Trail. You're going to follow a little game trail or a cattle trail all the way down to the main Bumblebee Road, and you're going to cross the road into the main gate at Bumblebee Ranch Adventures. Just be aware of that junction. Again, we're going to overly mark that junction, but it is easy to miss. So in the case that you're coming into Bumblebee, just make sure you look for that left junction. It's going to be a sharp left down the hill and then into the aid station. Another important one for the 100K is going to be an out and back section at Black Canyon City. It's around mile 37. You're going to come off the Black Canyon Trail, down through a little residential area to the parking lot, and I'll show you here. So here's the course. This is the Black Canyon Trailhead, and runners are going to come down and then through this little residential, through a gate, and then here's your main site. You do have to come down and check in at this aid station before continuing on. Once you're done at the aid station and checked in, you'll go ahead and go back out to the main course, to the Black Canyon Trail, and then continue down to the river. But just don't skip this out and back section, because if you do, unfortunately, you won't be completing the course and it's up for disqualification. Okay, so runners do review your course online. You can do that. Oh yeah, here's your course. If you guys have not taken a look at the CalTopo, you can do that online. It will show you the entire course. Interactive. Bumblebee, it'll show you, hello, where you come off this main trail into Bumblebee Ranch Adventures, and then you're missing this section of the BCT, and then you come right back on. Same thing for Black Canyon City. Here's your out and back. You're going to come down a hill, check in at the aid station, 100K, all the way back out across the river and on your way. So please, runners, review your course. You can download this app, Caltopo, and run this on airplane mode so it doesn't drain your battery, but just as a double check to make sure that you're on the course. All right, let's talk about some road crossings. Road crossings, you're going to come to 5 spots for the 100K along the trail, 4 spots for the 60K. That's going to be at Antelope Mesa, Hidden Treasure, Bumblebee, Gloriana, and Table Mesa. Please be cautious when approaching these crossings, especially at Table Mesa and Gloriana. Table Mesa especially sees a lot of OHV, high traffic, in that area, and Gloriana has a lot of blind curves, is on paved road right off the main road there off of Bumblebee Road, and sees a high volume of traffic as well. We will have off-duty Yavapai County sheriffs stationed at these road crossings who will see runners cross safely, but in the case that you do not see a sheriff, please be aware for your own safety, and look both ways, listen for oncoming traffic, and then cross. Okay. Gates along the course. You will go through several gates. This is cow country, but free-range cattle and ranchers, we want to be able to keep their cattle within the area. So if you pass through a gate and you actually go through the gate, just make sure that you close the gate behind you. Aid stations. Let's talk about aid stations. We're going to have 9 aid stations along the course for the full 100K course. They're about 5 to 8 miles apart. The longest stretch is going to be from Black Canyon City to Cottonwood. So 100K, highly recommend to fill all of your fluids and be prepared for that long stretch. And usually kind of for the front to mid pack, you're going to see this in the day. It's going to be hot, so make sure that you are that you're all fueled up and ready to go before leaving Black Canyon. The full aid station table can be found online and then also in the runner guide. And we can show you maybe race. Whee! All right, so 100K aid stations. Check out this table here. It'll give you the segment, the miles. Your longest stretch, of course, is going to be between Black Canyon and Cottonwood, that 8.8 miles. Halfway through the race, it'll show you where you can and cannot have crews and drop bags as well. For the aid stations, we are going to have a variety of offerings, including sweet and salty snacks, salt tabs, goo gels, sponsored by Goo, of course, and PBJ, bean roll-ups, any real food options. I know Patty Curry, who is our aid station director, has incredible things planned for you, so please take advantage of those things. We also plan for gluten-free, vegan, so in the case that we'll have options for everyone. So hydration on course is going to be, of course, water and Gatorade, Goo Roctane for electrolytes. All right, let's talk about crews. All right, so in 2021, we were not allowed to have crews due to COVID restrictions, but this year we are back, and so we do allow crews at these aid stations. There are 3 crewable aid stations on course: Bumblebee Ranch, Black Canyon City, and Table Mesa for the 100K. Directions to these aid stations and the hours of operation and cutoffs can be found in the crew guide, in the runner guide, and online as well. So please make sure you're following these directions to get to the right aid station. Honestly, they're also all Googleable. So in the case that you need to find Table Mesa aid station, you just type in Table Mesa Trailhead and it'll take you right there. If crews are found crewing from any of the aid stations that does not allow a crew, they risk the disqualification of their runner. So just make sure that you're following the rules listed on the website and also in the crew and runner guides. We ask crews, please do not park on county roads. So this I'm going to show you is Table Mesa Aid Station. Here is the main trailhead. Crews can access, this is Little Black Canyon Road. Little Grand Canyon Road? Little Black Canyon Road. Yep. So crew parking, you're going to see these big open areas. And these big open areas, you may park within these highlighted spaces. Please do not park along the county roads. Again, these county roads see a lot of OHV, high speed traffic. Unfortunately, it's just a busy area. There's a lot of like recreational vehicle and camping and things going on out here. So we just want to make sure that everyone stays safe. We will have a sheriff stationed at this road crossing. But for crews, we're going to ask you to kind of take this road just a little bit back here, go ahead and park, and this whole area is available to you to crew your runner. So plenty of parking at Table Mesa, plenty of parking at Bumblebee Ranch and Black Canyon City as well. You'll see those highlighted areas. Just make sure that you are following all of the rules that we ask. Let's go back to me. As a reminder, there is no parking in Emory Henderson. Crews, speaking of crews, you have to park at Anthem and then take the shuttle bus to Emory. So one more time, here at Anthem Outlets, you're going to park in this area right here. There will be a continuous shuttle starting at 1 p.m. and it is a 10-minute ride to Emory Henderson Trailhead. Yep, hello. So go ahead and utilize that shuttle. Crews cannot park at the trailhead and or New River Road. That road is dangerous and sees a lot of high speed traffic as well. So per our permit and agreement with the local authorities, anyone parking on that road is subject to ticket and towing and disqualification from the race. So make sure that crews are parking at Anthem. The shuttle will take you to the finish line, and then you're welcome to bring whatever gear or bags or coolers or whatever with you on the shuttle bus. And then the shuttles will run continuously on a loop from 1 p.m. to the end of the race at 4 a.m. So that is for the 100K. Portable restrooms are going to be located. This is very important. So here we go. They're going to be located on course at these remote aid stations at Antelope Creek, Hidden Treasure, Bumblebee, Gloriana, Black Canyon City, Table Mesa, and of course the finish line. As trail runners, it's our responsibility to practice leave no trace. So please, please, please make sure to bury your waste in the case that you do use the desert for those things. Yep, dig a hole. Please bury your waste and pack out any paper. Just be kind to our desert. Every year we get reports of piles just off the trail. So we would prefer you step a little bit further off the trail, dig a hole, all the things. In addition to this eco-friendly reminder, we ask you to carry your trash. Please do not litter on this beautiful trail. It is tirelessly created and maintained by volunteers. So we want to be able to respect and be able to host this event as long as we can. So please do not litter along the trail. Any runner caught doing so will be disqualified. This includes organic waste, pineapple, peels, oranges, whatever, half-eaten things. Don't chuck it into the desert. Please carry your trash. We'll have plenty of trash cans at the aid stations. And this year, coordinating with GOO and their TerraCycle program, we will also have TerraCycle buckets for goo wrappers, snack wrappers, usually anything not able to be recycled. We collect those wrappers and then ship those off. So those are upcycled into incredible things through the TerraCycle program. So please utilize those containers. We are also a cupless race, which means there will be no cups for soda or goo or quick sips of water or whatever it is. So make sure you bring your own cup or flask or bottle to utilize throughout the race. If you do need a cup, we will have those also at the Expo. Yeah, so we thank you for helping us stay as green as possible. All right. Let's talk about... Okay. Let's talk about dropping from the race. Ultra running is hard, and it is really, 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 really easy to go out too fast at this race. It is so fun, and the stretch from Antelope Mesa to Hidden Treasure is just a blast, and man, you can just haul if you want to. You'll feel really, really good, and all of a sudden you've run 20 miles and forgot that you have 40 left. So don't go out as fast as don't go out so hard that you end up regretting it at the end, because there is quite a bit of climbing in this course in the second half of the 100K. So just please bear that in mind. But whatever, regardless, we want you to enjoy this process. So just keep going. It's an incredible course. If you do have to drop from this race, you have to, 2 rules only. Tell a radio volunteer, tell a volunteer at an aid station. So 2 rules: aid station, tell a volunteer. That's it. So don't call your crew or your mom or whoever it is to come and meet you at the road. Just make sure that you come to an aid station, let one of our radio volunteers know, and we'll help you get off course. All right. Let's talk about runner tracking. It will be available at live.aravaiparunning.com, and we will put a link below and then also on the website. If your family or friends want to follow along, runner tracking will be available at various checkpoints along the course. We hope to have them at Hidden Treasure and Bumblebee, Soap Creek, Black Canyon City, Cottonwood, Table Mesa, and then again at the finish. It's basically there to kind of give your crew a heads up of when you cross that line. But please understand that while we continue to be to try to have reliable and updated tracking, the remote nature of this race has proven difficult in the past. So we are constantly improving our process, but just bear in mind and kind of and stay patient with us, because we will try to bring you live tracking as reliably as possible. Your bibs are chipped on the back. And they'll have 2 chips on the back. We ask runners to please wear these bibs on the front of your person, so not on the back of your hydration pack. We need to be able to see the bibs coming into the aid station, and they read better across the mats if they are on the front of your person. So don't crinkle or fold or anything like that over the chip, because any damaged chips also may not read. All bibs also will have an emergency number listed on the side of the bib. So if you find yourself or another runner in need of an emergency assistance, we will have MedStar paramedics. They've been with us for the last 4 or 5 years, I believe. And their response teams are on course and available to assist you. So don't call 911. Call that number. It is directed directly to them, and our responders are dedicated to the runners on course throughout the race, and they can respond much faster than any emergency responder outside of that area. So just keep that in mind. Pacer bibs will also have that same number. One final note regarding COVID. We are not totally out of the woods with this pandemic, as many of you know. So in the case that you or someone you know tests positive for COVID, we do ask that you refrain from attending the race. You can email info@aravaiparunning.com for your options with withdrawal. Masks are not required for this race for any runners, but we do highly recommend them for shuttle buses. So in the case that you are in a closed space with a lot of people, please be kind and courteous. We will have masks available, but also bring your own mask and apply as needed. Okay. Here we go. Yep, a couple more things. I want to shout out to all of our volunteers helping with this event. We have over 200 volunteers over the weekend in various capacities to help produce this race, and we cannot do it without them. So we love our volunteers, thank our volunteers for their time and dedication to the race and to the runners over the weekend. Many volunteers out on Saturday, and then several champion volunteers who are skipping the Super Bowl to be out there with you on Sunday for our 60K runners. So thank you, thank them, give them all the love, all the good vibes, and while you're out there, we do. If crews and spectators are coming to the race and they would like to help out, we are in need of additional volunteers. You can go to our main website, hit race info, and volunteer. There are still several slots open, and we always need help. So there you go. In line with that, I do want to shout out some amazing volunteers at Soap Creek Aid Station. This aid station is entirely staffed by the Black Canyon Trail Coalition. The coalition is responsible for promoting, maintaining, and facilitating the creation and expansion of the Black Canyon National Recreation Trail. They are amazing. This group of volunteers are the reason that we get to enjoy this trail, and they operate solely via donations from patrons of the trail. So if you would like to show some support to the Black Canyon Trail Coalition, you can do that in a couple different ways. You can go to their website, Black Canyon Trail Coalition website, and click donate, or you can also buy a Black Canyon Trail map. These maps are $10. 100% of these proceeds and funds go to support the Black Canyon Trail Coalition and their efforts. They are looking to expand north, so hopefully someday our 100K will also have 100 miles. In addition to it, it just keeps getting better. So if you would like to support them, this is a great way to do it. These will be available at the Expo. They're available online. A lot of you guys have already pre-purchased these, and you can pick these up at the Expo. So thank you for supporting the Black Canyon Trail Coalition. And if you want to buy directly from the Black Canyon Trail Coalition, you can do that on the website as well. So thank you. Just a real quick circle back. I want to remind everyone to read the online runner guide and crew guides that will be out on the website. We will link them also below in this video. And if it's just really important that everyone reads as much detail about the race to be prepared when they come for race weekend. So again, if you have any questions or additional thoughts and feelings, it's fine. You can shoot those emails to info@aravaiparunning.com. I want to thank again all of our sponsors for the 2022 Black Canyon Ultras, presented by Hoka and supported by Squirrels Nut Butter, Goo, and Garmin. We look forward to seeing you all in the desert race weekend, and we'll see you soon.